Shalom, Kol Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Much peace and blessings to all you sincere Akim out there that's pushing us 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. This is your brother Ash from the Great Millstone, Miami County, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Bahasham Rachak Wadash. And this is going to be an impromptu lesson, just speaking a few words on this podcast episode. All right, this is TimCast. Well, you have this guy Tim Pool, who hosts the show. He's like a conservative, person, right-wing person, speaks on different topics in politics. Okay, I watched the show a few times, but this was what's the word I want to use? Basically, Apostle Tahar, he said a couple words on it and recommended it. Salakia, that's what I meant to say. Apostle Tahar recommended that brothers watch this episode. Okay, and I watched it, and he has Kanye West, or Ye, now known as Ye, right? Yeah, and they have this couple other dudes, Nick Fuentes and somebody else by the name of Milo, and a couple other, a couple other people on the show, which this guy, Fuentes, is the guy you see with the shades. He's supposed to be like a so-called white supremacist or something like that, which I'm not familiar with the other two. But basically what happened in this show, man, Amalek, the small hat community, they're being totally exposed. And I see why Apostle Tahar said this might just be his last interview. This might just be Kanye or Ye's last interview. You can see he's fed up, all right? Which I watched this guy Tim Pool a few times before, and you can see he got on this one channel he got 1.4 million subscribers. He has another channel, which is like his main channel. I think he has over 1 million subscribers on that one as well. And most of the time when people reach that certain level, when it comes to YouTube, which YouTube is supposed to be separate from the mainstream media, so to speak, you're supposed to be able to get away. The whole slogan of YouTube is what? Broadcast yourself. Yeah, you have your own platform. It's supposed to kind of shield you from having to go with the narrative of mainstream media, and it kind of protects you from being canceled. But now we know, man, YouTube is just going all in with the censorship and blocking people and cutting people off. So a lot of these people that you see with huge numbers and huge success on YouTube, they really have to watch their mouth. They really have to watch what they say, because they can get their page terminated quickly. And this guy Tim Pool, which we understand the right wing and the left wing are just two wings of the same bird. They're both controlled by the elites. So really all these people that's really deeply into politics, they are sold out any damn way. But this guy Tim Pool really showed his true colors in this episode right here. He really tried to play stupid and play semantics, and Ye wasn't having it, man. He basically walked out within 20 minutes of this episode. It could have turned out to be a good show. You got a bunch of people in the comment section. They all saying the same thing, that Tim Pool was a fool for keep cutting off Ye and acting stupid like he didn't know what he was talking about. Ye brought up the whole anti-Semitism thing and brought out how Amalek is really messing with him and how they have power, and he basically proved once again that these people can't be talked about. But you could talk about Negroes or so-called black people all day, any type of way, but you say any critique about the small hat, and it's like, whoa, hey, we can't talk about that. And like I said, once again, he proved it, because this guy Tim Pool, he showed who he's funded by. He shows that he's bought and paid for by the small hat, even though he gives that tough talk about, conservatism, however you want to say it, right wing. It goes against the Dems, but he just proved that he's all bought and paid for. Okay, and then even Ye said that they're both controlled by the same people. Ye brought up how his trainer is basically a CIA operative and tried to MK Ultra him or MK Ultra'd him. That he has ties with DARPA, I believe. They mentioned DARPA. This guy, he named the guy something Pasternak, drugged them, and he also mentioned, he was talking about big stuff, like, you want to hear, like, oh man, Kanye, he coming with it, but the guy Tim Pool kept cutting him off and playing games, so Ye just left. But when you go through the comment section, man, these people, the jig is up. It's funny you say the jig is up, because that's a word that the small hatters like to use. But the jig is definitely up, man. All right. See, over an hour in, and Tim cannot shut up about how Ye was wrong and he was right. You see, everybody is just getting on this guy Tim Pool for not allowing Ye to speak, and playing semantics like he didn't know what Ye was talking about. You go through the comment section, most of these people agree with Ye, and agree that these people, these small hatters, have is something is up with them. It doesn't make sense how they're so small in population, but yet they're so many of them in these different high positions in Hollywood and in government and in politics and in banking. It's these devils, which are Edomites, the chief tribe of the nation of Edom, the tribe of Amalek. They are being totally exposed. Esau is being exposed as a whole, but the top tribe, it's the head of the serpent is really losing, man. So it makes sense that these devils is gonna come down with great wrath. All right, and there was even one point. Let me get this one comment. Right, there was even this one comment that I had to screenshot, man. You have this dude Clef the Misfit, and he says, ask Ye how he feels about the fact that the number one victims of hate crimes in America are Jews, and their perpetrators are largely black nationalists whose motivation is the same blacks are the real Jews narrative he's implying. Now, where the hell you get that from? Where the hell do you really believe that? Are we really supposed to believe that? The number one victim of hate crimes, seriously? By black men that call themselves Jews. So this is a joke, man. But whoever left this comment is clearly a shill for the small hat community. All right. But it really is all leading to this. This is the controversy of Zion, man. This is where it's all boiling down to. It's all boiling down to the persecution of the Israelites. Okay? For speaking the truth. And we're going to see where this is going to lead to, where this is going to go. All right? But I'm just going to bring out some precepts. There's a couple precepts, man. I don't want to make this too long. I second on recommending brothers to watch this podcast. So I didn't watch it. Once Kanye left, I left too. Not too long after that, man, because that's all you needed to see right there. These people are being exposed big time. All right. But this is Psalms chapter 64, in verse 1, a Psalm of David, hear my voice, O power, and my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. So us that's in this truth, we don't have the fears of these people do. Even you read the comment section, you can see people are waking up to how you can't talk about these small hatters, like, and what it really is, the Lord, has showed me what it really is these small hatters have put out a huge spell. They put out a huge enchantment, a huge spell on the masses of the people. All right, putting you in school, throughout the school. You have that certain time of the year where all they talk about is what happened, with these small hatters. The same thing they always bring up anytime you say anything about them is, oh, well, what about this? They went through that. And they make you sit through and put on the projector to make you look at these different pictures of these starving Edomites and a pile of bodies. And they tell you about the gas and whatnot. And as a child, you see that you feel sorry for them. They teach you about Anne Frank and make you read Milkweed. If any brothers read that book, Milkweed, all right, they teach you about the ghettos and Poland and all this shit. Whether it's true or not, whether it's fabricated or not, that is nowhere near comparable to what happened to us as a people. But anytime you speak about that, that's old news. That wasn't you. That was your forefathers. You had nothing to do with that. That doesn't have no effect on your life today, and you should just let it go. Okay? But what really is it's a spell. It's pretty well known if you actually look it up that these people practice something called Kabbalah. They practice something called Jewish mysticism. Okay, you actually go into a lot of these people's beliefs. They work magic. They work enchantments. They're really big on that, but they're not going to come out and tell you that. You actually have to look into what they study. Okay, this is the chief devil we're talking about. So they also know the scriptures, and they twist the scriptures. They understand, the left hand. They're high level warlocks. Okay, and Kanye was speaking on that, how that dude basically tried to turn them into a zombie. He spoke about how, when he got rich, he basically became rich at 24, and he spoke about how when you get rich, you basically stop maturing. And he said everybody around him was handlers. People, all he had around him was handlers. People telling him what to do, and he said basically had no control. He said he's basically now waking up. And actually just now making his own decisions and whatnot. And all his handlers was these small hat people. And you have this guy Tim Pool trying to cut him off, like he know, bro, this man Ye actually been a part of this world. He know what he talking about. You just a podcast host, but that just show you he's bought and paid for. Anytime you start talking about these people get uncomfortable. Why is that? Because you have a spell on you. But now a lot of people that left hand enchantment, that magic is starting to wear off, and it has no effect on us. Those of us that are in the know, those of us that have been awakened through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, we don't fear these devils. Okay, we understand the Lord is going to preserve us, just like King David is saying here. All right, verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Okay, and that's basically what Ye was talking about in the podcast, or was trying to talk about what he's been talking about, the secret council of the wicked. Who's the secret council of the wicked? These top level elites. Which is every small hat an elite? No, but all the elites are small hats. That's a undeniable fact. It's a secret council, secret societies, and they have power, man. You don't know what they be talking about when they have these different meetings, going in their synagogues, but yet, especially Jake will want to be the first person to try to jump up and defend these people. You don't know their beliefs. You can't tell me one thing they believe in. Their beliefs are hugely controversial. A lot of things Jacob try to come at the Israelites, their own people, telling them the truth, or they have a lot of problems with what we teach. A lot of those things they have a problem with, the small hats believe in the same thing. But Jake doesn't know that because they don't have no questions for them. Why? Because they're under a deep spell, which ultimately the Lord put that spell on them. Why? So that they will never, figure out the truth. The Lord wants them blind. All right. Verse 3, who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And I just showed you that comment by somebody talking about they're the number one persecuted and their number one perpetrators are black men that call themselves Jews. Like, are you serious, bruv? Where's this? Come on, man. You have a couple of incidents of some bug outs that shot up a couple of stabbed up, poked up a couple small hats, and somehow you found a card in their pocket, and somehow they're part of the Israelites. But are you they're the number one? Come on, man. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? So they're proud in their wickedness. They say, who shall see them? Even they do things right in the open. But why people don't see them is because they're under that deep enchantment. They see what's going on, yet they don't see what's going on. Because they're ignorant. They're blinded. Oh, somebody come out and say, oh, these people have power. That's all they said. They have power. And they said, how dare you say we have power? You know what? We're going to cut your bank account. We're going to cancel your different deals. We're gonna take away your livelihood and bankrupt you. Is that not proving what the person just said? And people will see this and is why? Because they're fucking bug outs, man. They'll see this and still say that it's crazy. And these devils, they understand that you people are asleep. That's why they're able to encourage themselves. But guess what? You have a lot of people waking up to their bullshit. So now they're going to have to come down with great wrath. All right. Verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So some people might say, well, they're not all bad. Well, the Lord said every one of them. Every single last one of them are the devil. Unless they go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. If their lineage go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Esau, they're the devil. Point blank, period. It doesn't matter if they have power or not. You can have a low-level devil that live in the same community as you, but he's a problem as well. Okay? Even the low-level ones you think don't have no power, they still have power. Cause they got that card. They got that face card. People, they can say anything and people will believe them because of who they are. All they gotta do is cry and say, my forefathers my mother, my grandparent went through this and that, and I'm just being oppressed. And then you're gonna have, people crying for them on the TV and shit. You got stupid bugged out ass people jumping up, running to their defense because they under a spell. They still reap the benefits of what their elites have created for them. Okay. Verse 7. But God shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. And the Most High is using Yea to do this. He's using IUIC. He's using Kyrie. And there's going to be a lot more instances. Okay. But ultimately, number one, first and foremost, he's using his prophets. Start with our apostles and notice a great millstone. And the spotlight is going to come upon them, going to come upon us in real heaviness at the desired time. Because it all boils down to the true men of the Lord. That's who Esau really want to come after. And when that happens, man, it's game over. And that's when the Lord is going to really work his work. Once he has all the attention, once he gained enough attention, enough people talking about this subject, then he's going to use Esau to point the camera right on our apostles and elders and the men on down, those that's teaching the 100% truth, and he's going to put it on full blast. And that's when the Lord is going to work, man. So we're for all this is going. All this is exciting, it's beautiful, and we with it, man. Because this is if you go through the conversation, you mean the comment section, most people are like, man, damn, Tim, why the fuck you ain't just let them talk? This is a much needed conversation. This is really the biggest controversy in history on these small hat people and who the real people of the book are. And if you don't want to have this conversation, you're just a normie NPC, and the Most High is going to push your ass out the way regardless. Because this is going to be talked about, and the truth is going to prevail. All right. Verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, which they're doing. Directly and indirectly, they having these different people set up to talk about them so they can paint them as an anti you know what. But all that does is lead people to do their own research and to wake up to the truth anyway. All that see them shall flee away. These people are being exposed, man. Verse 9. And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. And that's ultimately talking about the elect, man. The elect is going to be woken up through this controversy that's going on. The elect are going to formulate their own judgment and discern, and the Most High ultimately is going to wake them up to the truth. So there's nothing these devils can say. Verse 10. The righteous shall be glad in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. So this is just, the Lord is doing all this to mark people, so that people can show their true intentions, to show whose side they're really on. And it's beautiful. So yeah, man, I suggest other brothers gonna watch this. It's very interesting, man. Especially you go through the comment section. All right, but that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully it was edifying. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hakodash. Until the next one, Shalom.